cost 20 years for the Petroleum Industrial Bill to be passed, but for the 10th Assembly, I've seen speed and I've seen the love for Nigeria. Please, can we put our hands together for Senator Barao I. Jibril, CON, the Deputy Senate President of Nigeria, as he unveils the campaign material.
Of the greatest Nigerian youth, of the greatest of greatest Nigerian youth, 3 Bosa for all of you. Bosa, Bosa, Bosa. No youth, no nation. Where is he gonna come in? Can I speak first?
No, just remove.
Okay, is it okay? Can I speak?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I have the honor and privilege to unveil the materials for my Nigeria, my responsibility. It is expected that these materials will be used to ignite patriotism. Patriotism through responsible citizenship and leadership. I invite Mr. President, ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Information and the former chairman of APC and former governor of Kano State, and of course the convener and other important dignitaries here to join me in the unveiling. Where do you go?
I think this is the road. Obey the laws of the country.
Now, the civic duties, these are some of the obligations you must fulfill. Number 1, obey the laws of the country, respect all rules and regulations at federal, state, and local levels. 2, pay your taxes where applicable. Taxes help the government provide services like roads, schools, hospitals, and security. Number 3, vote during election when eligible. Participating in elections strengthens democracy and ensures your voice is heard. Next, respect the rights of others. Every citizen has rights. Respecting others' rights helps maintain peace. The next, of course, is show patriotism. Speak positively about Nigeria, support local initiatives, and contribute to national growth. The next is to protect and defend Nigeria's unity and integrity, support peaceful coexistence, and avoid actions that divide the country. The last but not the least is for you to report suspicious activities. Helping security agencies keeps community safe. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Excellencies, I would like for you to remain for a photograph where you are standing with the Deputy Senate President. And I would like to invite the first son, Mr. Shettima In Akwa-Ibom, to make his way for the photograph as well, to join this photograph because he supports the youth and this is the time for him to be in this photograph. This is an important photograph, and I would like him to come up for this photograph. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there will be one more photograph after the representative of the President speaks, but this photograph for the unveiling is important, and after this photograph is done, I will invite the #1 citizen represented by the Honorable Minister of Information to speak. Thank you very much. You may return to your seats. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor and privilege to invite His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I would like now to invite the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented today by the Honorable Minister of Information, Alhaji Mohammed Idris Malagi, to deliver his speech. I'd like to please ask you to keep the room calm as the #1 citizen delivers his speech through the Minister. It is now my singular honor and privilege to invite him.
Thank you very much, my sister Eugenia Abu. Your Excellency, the President of the Nigerian Senate, ably represented by the Deputy Senate President, distinguished Senator Barrow Jibril, other members of the National Assembly here present, representatives of the state governors here, our elder statesman, former chairman of our great party, the APC, former governor of Kano State, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, members of the Federal Executive Council here present. I can see the Honorable Minister of Youth Development, Honorable Minister of State for the FCT, the Chairman, National Sports Commission, members of the Diplomatic Corps, our Royal Father, Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero Sankano, Allah Taimaki Sarki, the heads of ministerial departments here present, one of the leaders of the youth in this country, Mr. Sheikh Tinubu, who has also graced this occasion, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all members of Nigerian youth. It is with profound sense of duty and a heart brimming with hope that I stand before you today at this pivotal flag of the My Nigeria, My Responsibility campaign. I commend the vision of the Special Assistant to the President on Citizenship and Leadership for this timely, powerful, and necessary initiative. This theme, Reigniting Patriotism through Responsible Citizenship and Leadership, represents the very blueprint for our national rebirth towards the new Nigeria we're all collectively building. Today, we are called to remember that patriotism is not a spectator sport or a title we claim only when our nation triumphs. True patriotism is an active verb. It is a choice we make every day to be responsible for our nation's story, its progress, and its image, both within our borders and among the Community of Nations. It is this shared understanding that the destiny of Nigeria does not rest in the hands of a select few in Abuja, but in the daily actions, words, and choices of over 200 million Nigerians scattered all around this country. In this noble endeavor, we are not walking blindly. We are guided by the living example of a leader who has, for decades, personified this campaign. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a man whose entire political career is a testament to patriotic commitment to democracy. From the trenches of the pro-democracy struggles to the mantle of governance, his life has been a marathon for the entrenchment of democratic values wherever he has found himself. This commitment is a bedrock of his administration's bold, patriotic, and forward-looking policies designed for sustainable generational impact. They are the tangible evidence of a government that listens, that refines, that acts with courage, because it is convinced about most of its actions for the long-term benefit of all Nigerians. Let us examine some profound evidence of this responsible governance. First, the initiative of economic revival. The courageous reform in the subsidy fuel regime that has been removed since the inception of this administration in 2023. And also, the coalescence of the foreign exchange. We have, as you recall, inherited a system where in 2022, about 97% of our federal revenue was spent in debt servicing and also in the repayment of this subsidy, leaving almost nothing to build our hospitals, schools, and roads. That pathway was indeed a national suicide. By stopping this hemorrhage, we have, within just 1 year, more than doubled the monthly allocation accruable to states, the federal government, and the local governments. Indeed, this has helped by directly empowering the state governors, the local government chairmen, and also the center at the federal level to meet the needs of all Nigerians. The pain in doing that is indeed real, but it is also the pain of healing, not the pain of decay. Second, the tax justice. Building on this, the President has initiated the most ambitious tax reform agenda in a generation. Why has he done that? Because a nation cannot be built on borrowed money alone. It must be built on the equitable distribution of the people's wealth and those of its corporations. The old system was indeed broken, where only 11% of the eligible population were actively contributing to our national tax system, leaving large scale of our people under the policy of tax evasion that was rampant in the foregone years. Our new system, spearheaded by the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform, is built on fairness, it is built on clarity, and also on digital efficiency. We're expanding the base to bring more into the system while lowering rates for small businesses and the vulnerable sectors. Already, early results are very promising. In the first quarter of 2024, we saw a 73% year-on-year increase in company in-tax and a 44% increase in value-added collections, not from new taxes, but from bringing more people into the net and also, blocking the leakages. This is how we fund our shared future responsibly. When you pay your fair share, you are directly investing in the school your child attends, the road to your businesses, and the security that guards your homes. That is the essence of my Nigeria, my responsibility. When the distinguished keynote speaker was talking about the NEL fund, this couldn't have been possible if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had not taken this bold decision. Today, the NEL Fund has brought into active beneficiaries over 600,000 Nigerian students. Over 120 billion naira has already been expended in just less than 2 years. Just imagine what this will do at the end of the first term of this administration. The vision of Mr. President is that there is no child, no young man or woman of school age that is unable to go to school simply on account of the inability of his parent or guardian to pay for his or her school fees and also to pay for his upkeep while he remains in school. This, indeed, as the keynote speaker said, one of the most tangible achievements of this administration. Third, the architecture of our new prosperity. The revenue from these reforms that Mr. President has undertaken is being strategically channeled into infrastructure that will define our 21st century. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, for example, the massive rail and port modernization, the unprecedented investment in agriculture and solid minerals are not vanity projects. They are job creation engines and wealth corridors designed to unlock the productive potential of every region in this country. They are a proof that your sacrifice, all the sacrifices that Nigerians are making, is being invested, not being consumed. Fourth, security and human capital. Concurrently, we are deploying advanced technology and better motivated personnel to secure our nation. We are investing in our greatest asset, our people, through the Student Loan Fund, like I said earlier, and vocational training, ensuring that every Nigerian has the tools to contribute to this new economy that Mr. President is building. This is responsible governance that listens. The adjustments to economic policies based on your feedback, championed by the Ministry of Information and National Orientation, is also showing a renewed commitment and ensuring that there is constant conversation with the people of Nigeria. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the core of my charge to you today. The My Nigeria, My Responsibility campaign is a mirror. It asks each of us, what is my responsibility? From today, you have to ask yourself, what is my responsibility to my nation? Once you do that, you see a clear pathway to national rebirth and national consolidation. One, your responsibility is physical citizenship. Patriotism is in the taxes that you pay. It is the most concrete transaction of trust between a citizen and the state. Your compliant contribution is your equity and stake in Nigeria's success story. Two, your responsibility is also to own your story. Be an ambassador of truth. In the digital age, do not weaponize misinformation. Highlight the progress, the innovation, the peace that is inherent in your country. It beats my imagination when at a time when this country is asking for people to come and invest through the foreign direct investment all the time, you see young men and women putting out information that is negative about our country. We need to have a reassessment of that. Nobody can clean up your image more than yourselves. Yes, it is possible to do a critique of your administration. Yes, you can disagree with your administration, but it is wrong for you to project your country as a country that does not have a future and that does not have a prosperous destination. Nobody will invest in your country once you do that. Your responsibility is to live your values. Every day, the Citizens Charter of the national values through integrity, patriotism, diligence, tolerance, and excellence in your workplace, in your community, and in your online transaction. You have to project who you are as a Nigerian in whatever you do for others to respect you and for prosperity to come to our country. To empower you in this digital responsibility, we will, in February next year, at the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Education, and through the support of the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, launched the National Media and Information Literacy Institute here in Abuja. This is the first of its kind Category 2 Media and Information Literacy Center to be sited anywhere in the world. Nigeria just won the hosting bid for that. You should clap for your country for getting this fit. At a time when people thought that nobody believed in this country, the international community, as exemplified by UNESCO, is asking Nigeria to host the first of its kind Media and Information Literacy Center to be hosted here in Abuja. This will be your national toolkit to discern truth, to resist manipulation, and to engage ethically online, building a public space worthy of our democratic journey. It is also prepared so that people can discern what is fake news, what is misinformation. As you all know, fake news and misinformation are some of the greatest disasters happening to nations, not just Nigeria. Of course, the social media is here to build a nation, but if also not properly used, it can also destroy that same nation that it seeks to build. The Media Information Literacy Center is being designed to help us to curb that menace so that we can build a prosperous Nigeria for all our people. My fellow citizens, the President of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, is providing the canvas of stability and vision. But the rest of us must pick up the brush to paint on that canvas. Our tax compliance, our truthful narrative, and our lived values all constitute the colors that will paint a masterpiece for a new Nigeria. Let us reignite our patriotism in action. Let us live here and fulfill our part of the covenant. My Nigeria, my responsibility. We want to thank the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Citizenship, Engagement and Leadership, who has graciously brought all of us together, and the youth of Nigeria. I was excited when I saw the band of the NYC singing our national anthem in pride. Thank you very much. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Please, sir, we would love you to wait behind, sir, Mr. President. Just very quickly, we would like to call on the Deputy Senate President to please join him on stage, and also want to call on the former chairman of the All Progressive Congress Party, Alhaji Dangote, to please join him. Sir, we... from the Honorable Minister of Information has requested that the first son should join him on stage, Barrister Sheyi Tinubu, and he wants the Minister of Youth to also join him. And also, since we have the Honorable Minister, let's have the Honorable Minister of State FCT to please join him on stage. Sir, we have about 100 entries for the poem, for the poetry competition on My Nigeria, My Responsibility. And we selected the top 3 for prizes today. The second runner-up, the third position, will get 250,000 naira prize, and the first runner-up gets a 500,000 naira cash prize, and the winner gets a ₦1 million cash prize. And so I'd like to invite Aisha to Mohammed, the first, yes, the winner of the National Poem Challenge. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Congratulations, Aishatu Mohammed. We have the second winner, and that's Victory Leonard, second position, a cash prize of 500,000 naira. Congratulations. And the youngest youngest of them all, yet very talented, we have Madina to Hussein Kogiwa. 250,000 naira. Congratulations. The Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, while you were speaking, you mentioned things about the NEL Fund, and I have a young man here who is at the forefront of national orientation about the activities and the works of this government. He's right here, a young guy. Please can we put our hands together for the cartoon boy? Cartoon boy, please can we applaud him? He's very vocal online, always talking about the work of this government, promoting national orientation, talking about the NEL Fund, showing people what is being done on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, spending his own money to push the message of the government. Please can we applaud him, please? And so I would like you to now return to your seat. We have just a 2-minute video about the competition. We've compiled those videos together for you to see and understand how we come about the prizes. Thank you very much.
Opportunity, and we have His Royal Highness and the Ambassador of Cuba and all those in the front row joining Mr. President for that final photograph in a short while. In the meantime, we congratulate everyone. Media, video, 2 minutes. The President, the Deputy President of the Senate and the representative of the President need to go. If the video is ready, can we show it like right now? Because the protocol is closing the window for showing that.
Breathe here, let it start from me. If leadership must rise, let it start from our homes. If patriotism must awaken, let it begin with the hands in this poem and the hearts hearing it. You see, my nation is not a vehicle that carries only the government, so let us claim every anger and fear. And my hope lies in the hands that never rest, like the mechanic's hope, like a child's delicate dream, like a mother's midnight white prayers and the warm sweat of the youth chasing a future. My Nigeria is a bus that carries unity, and no one gets down until we arrive at the future we are brave enough to build, where every dusty road still dreams of becoming gold. And until she becomes the Nigeria we deserve, I will not sit. I will water her with my effort, lift her with courage, guard her with roots, and grow her with love. Because my Nigeria is not a story you narrate or a thing to blame. It is my home, our home, and I take my own responsibility. So help me God. And Nigeria is my responsibility. So if peace must breathe here, let it start from me. If leadership must rise, let it start from our homes. If patriotism must awaken, let it begin with the hands in this poem and the hearts hearing it. You see, my nation is not a vehicle that carries only the government, so let us claim every anger and fear. And my hope lies in the hands that never rest, like the mechanic's hope, like a child's delicate dream, like a mother's midnight white prayers and the warm sweat of the youth chasing a future. My Nigeria is a bus that carries unity, and no one gets down until we arrive at the future we are brave enough to build, where every dusty road still dreams of becoming gold. And until she becomes the Nigeria we deserve, I will not sit. I will water her with my effort, lift her with courage, guard her with roots, and grow her with love. Because my Nigeria is not a story you narrate or a thing to blame. It is my home, our home, and I take my own responsibility. So help me God. And Nigeria is my responsibility.
Thank you very much. And that is the spoken word, the poetry from the poem from the winner of the competition. Please can we put our hands together for her? And with that, please permit me to invite Mr. President, ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, and the Deputy Senate President of the 10th Assembly, and also the former chairman of the APC, and everybody on the front row, and His Royal Highness, please, Alhaji Adobayero, the second Kano, and the first son, and the Honorable Minister of Youth, to please join us for a group photograph. And while we're taking that picture, please permit me to invite Timi Dakolo one more time for a very short one for our special guest, Barrister Sheyi Tidumbo. that Mr. Aleno, on behalf of a textile company, will be making the payment of the 1 million naira cash prize to the winner. Thank you. Please, we'll take the national pledge as the dignitaries will take their leave. Thank you. The NYC band, let's take the national pledge as
Shay will read it.
Thank you. The NYC band, thank you.
Read it.
Thank you, the NYC band. Thank you. We'll take the national pledge. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Can I hear amen?
Thank you.